The Good Samaritan. Part 1. A question in the crowd. Good evening, dear listener. As you rest your body and let the day melt away, imagine yourself sitting among a small crowd on a soft, sun-warmed hillside. You hear the gentle rustling of robes, the quiet shuffle of sandals on the dust. Tonight we journey into a simple story, a story about kindness, about noticing, about what it really means to love. This is the story of the Good Samaritan. It begins with a question. A man, a teacher of the law, stands up from the crowd. His voice is curious, a little sharp. "Teacher," he asks, "what must I do to inherit eternal life?" Jesus, calm and patient, turns the question back to him. "What is written in the law?" The man answers quickly, words he knows by heart. "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength, and with all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." Jesus smiles softly. "You have answered correctly. Do this, and you will live." But the man presses further. "And who is my neighbor?" He wants a clear line, a simple answer. But instead, Jesus tells a story to stretch the heart wide. Let that thought settle with you now. Sometimes answers are not given straight. Sometimes they unfold, like a road winding through hills, leading us somewhere deeper. Part 2. A Man on the Road. The story begins on a dusty road, a road winding from Jerusalem to Jericho. Steep, rocky, lonely. A man travels alone. We don't know his name, we don't know his story. Just that he walks under the hot sun, his shadow stretching long across the stones. But danger lurks, hidden among the rocks. Thieves are waiting. They attack. They strip him of his clothes, his money, his dignity. They beat him, leave him bruised, broken, barely alive, and then they vanish into the silent hills. The man lies there, half conscious. The sky spins above him, his breath shallow, his hope slipping away. But someone is coming. Footsteps crunch on the path. Closer. It's a priest, a holy man. Surely he will help. The priest sees the wounded man, pauses, and then steps to the other side of the road, keeps walking. The dust settles behind him. After a while, another traveler, a Levite, a man who serves in the temple. He too sees, he too crosses over, and keeps walking. The man lies still, alone, unseen, unhelped. Let that truth settle gently in you. Sometimes, help doesn't come from the expected places. Sometimes, the ones who know the rules best miss the heart behind them. But the story isn't over. Someone else is coming. Part 3. A stranger stops. The road is still. The man's breath is weak. The sun beats down. And then, more footsteps. Another traveler. But this one is different. He is a Samaritan, a man from a people despised by the Jews. A man who, by all custom, should have crossed the road too, should have looked away. But he doesn't. He sees, really sees, and something stirs inside him. Not duty, not obligation, but compassion. He goes to the man, kneels down, feels the brokenness with his own hands. He takes oil and wine, simple things he carries, and gently cleans the wounds. He tears cloth into strips to bandage them, presses them carefully, tenderly. He lifts the man onto his own donkey. walks beside him, step by slow step. The road is long, the heat heavy, but the Samaritan does not rush. He carries the broken man toward safety, toward hope. Let that truth settle deep in you. Kindness is not loud, compassion is not hurried. Sometimes love looks like stopping, kneeling, and seeing, truly seeing, another's pain. Part 4. A place to heal. The Samaritan leads the donkey, step after step, until they reach an inn, a small place of shelter by the road. The door creaks open. The innkeeper peers out, eyes widening at the sight. Without hesitation, the Samaritan brings the wounded man inside, finds him a place to lie down, fetches clean water, stays by his side. All through the night, he watches over him, changing bandages, soothing fevered skin, whispering comfort into the heavy dark. At dawn, the Samaritan prepares to leave, but he doesn't just walk away. He goes to the innkeeper, presses silver coins into his hand. "Take care of him," he says softly, "and whatever more you spend, I will repay when I return." No grand speeches, no demands for thanks, just quiet, steady kindness, given freely. And the wounded man, safe, healing, carried by a love he never earned, from a stranger he never expected. Let that rest in you now. Real love is not just in words. It is in staying through the night. It is in paying for another's healing. It is in small, faithful acts that change everything. Part 5. Go and do likewise. The story ends, but the quiet truth remains. Jesus finishes speaking. The hillside is still. The breeze stirs the grass. And he turns to the man who asked the question, the one who wanted a simple answer. Which of these three, Jesus asks, was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The teacher of the law answers, his voice softer now, the one who showed him mercy. And Jesus smiles gently. Go and do likewise. No complicated rules, no endless debates, just mercy, just seeing, just doing. The kind of love that stops on the road, kneels down, and carries another. The kind of love that costs time, comfort, silver, and pride, but gives life in return. As you drift towards sleep tonight, let that truth rest deep inside you. Your neighbor is not always the one you expect. Your kindness may not always be noticed, but every act of mercy shapes the world in ways you cannot see. You are called to love, not because it's easy, not because it's neat, but because love is what holds us together, quietly, patiently, bravely. Sleep well, dear listener. You are part of a story woven with compassion, carried by unseen kindness, held by everlasting love.